there, family! Rachel here in South Korea giving you another update on how my life is going. So, when I last sent out a video, I was telling you that I was just giving introductory classes to my students, just telling them about me and my life in America. Now that I'm 3 weeks in, I'm actually teaching content, English content, to the students, and that's going pretty well. We have a resource here called weguk.org, and it has been a lifesaver. There's so much content, there's so many games for me to play with the kids that other than me sifting through it all, it's a piece of cake. It's great. I had a welcome dinner with the faculty and staff of the school, or whoever was able to come, and that was really nice. The principal was there, who was also very welcoming. He served me a welcome drink, and everyone seemed to be impressed when I chose soju over beer and took the whole shot and had my correct Korean table manners and all of that. So that was nice. And I'm slowly getting everything more situated here in the apartment. You will not be surprised to know that priority one for me was making sure that I could do my hair. So I made sure to get a blow dryer and a flat iron and got that out of the way first. To give you an example of my priorities, my actual purchase of pots and pans did not happen till yesterday. So 3 weeks in, and I have not cooked anything. No, there was ramen. I did have some ramen. So I made sure I could do my hair. I made sure that I was ready for internet when I finally got to have it, which was a bit of a waiting game because you actually need to be registered with the government as a legal alien before you can even get internet. So I've been waiting on that, and I finally got it, and I was so excited. I don't know what my face looked like, but apparently, based on the looks I got from my co-teachers, it was hilarious. Very excited about little things. Very excited about figuring out how to throw away the trash. That seemed like it was going to be very complicated, and it turned out not to be, but it did take me forever to get the nerve to ask my landlord, who speaks only Korean. Did I understand everything he said? No. Mostly I did not, but understood enough to know that it is not complicated and that I could take care of it. So yay! Actually, when it comes to me using my Korean skills, however little they may be, I've been kind of lazy about it. Or maybe the right word is cowardly about it. Basically, people are going to assume that I can't speak, and it's easier for me to kind of go with that, which I should not be doing. I should not do that. I should be practicing my Korean. It's not going to get any better if I keep chickening out, but that is basically what I had been doing up until the other day. My internet that I had had for all of a day shut down at midnight and didn't come back on till like several hours later, early in the morning. So I called them and tried to get English customer service, which is generous to say that they had English customer service, in that it did not seem that they actually wanted to speak English, or rather they wanted to speak as little of it as possible. Just enough to say, we're sending somebody there, okay, bye. So by the time somebody did come to fix my internet, he had no idea that he was dealing with a foreigner, and both of us had to bridge the gap between his lack of English and my lack of Korean. But I will say that I am encouraged by how much Korean I was able to use, and hopefully that will get me using it more in the future. But I can see now why so many people get complacent about learning the language. I don't think they should. I'm just saying I can see how it happens. It's so easy to just let them think that you have no language skills because that is the initial assumption. I go to get something at the store, and the first question that almost anywhere you would be asked is if you need a bag, right? And every time I go up there, it's like, oh, nah. And then they just do it anyway. They stop asking me questions, they just point. No more talking for Rachel. So unless there are some who want to try and see if I can speak, but most, they don't feel like dealing with my language skills any more than sometimes I want to. So that's a challenge when the assumption is that I've got nothing. So we'll see how that goes. I have been attending Korean class twice a week. I started later than when the term started because I came into EPIK in the late entry. So I might have been behind had I not done so much self-study on my own. So I'm glad to find that I am not behind at all, actually. I seem to be ahead. I was actually translating things for my classmates. So that gave me a little boost until she started talking directly at me because it looked like I understood so much, and I don't. I know vocabulary. I have lots of vocabulary and one-word sentences, but actual forming of sentences, not really strong on that yet. I have plans and aspirations, and one day, no, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, all right? So, anywho, a question that I've been asked is how people react to me here. And the short answer is, for the most part, I don't get much of a reaction, which is interesting and unexpected. The videos and blogs that I had seen before I got here suggested that I was going to be stared at in a very strong, uncomfortable, unapologetic way. And I'm happy to find that that's pretty rare. That's pretty rare. With some of the younger kids, not in the school so much, but when I'm walking around on the streets, young kids and very old people, they do stare without any kind of shame about it. They just lock eyes with you and they intend to examine you until they pass. But most people, while they do look, everybody who recognizes that I'm foreign, which is obvious, everybody who sees me does get a good look at me, but they do so in more of a surreptitious way than I had anticipated, which I appreciate. So when I do catch their eye, they look away as if they were looking at something else, like you would anywhere. So that's nice, but I will say that I am looked at on a regular basis, always. I do slide by on occasion if it's, say, dark and I have my hair down. I mean, a fairly short person with long dark hair doesn't really, catch much attention. So sometimes I slide by, but most of the time, no, it's, not Korean. Imagine that. So most of the time, other than getting some glances and a little bit of people watching, I don't get too much of a reaction. I don't get a whole lot of reaction about my hair. Also surprising. I have had a few people comment on how pretty a color it is, but that's actually been very few. The kids, they all seem very enamored by me just being foreign in general. Mostly the younger kids, they are very excited every time they see me. It's like celebrity status whenever I'm on their floor. They have the grades on different hallways. And when I go down the 3rd grade hallway, they just start spilling out from all the doors. Everybody wants to say hello. If I say anything to them other than hello, they freeze. Other than hello, their English skills, they don't want to even try. So they're just like deer in headlights. Okay, bye. And then they're gone. Other than the kids, the biggest reaction that I get are from these ajumas, middle-aged ladies, who I think are trying to recruit me into their church. That is a theme that I've gotten. Those who like really try to strike up a conversation with me before it's over, there is mention of church. My mentor has advised me that there is a church around here that has a significant culty vibe. So definitely want to avoid that. And since I don't know how to say in Korean, my mother couldn't make me go, so neither can you, I just pretend like I don't speak much Korean at all, which is almost true. Almost. But I definitely dumb it down even further. Who wants to? No, I don't want to deal with that. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of how everyone reacts to me here. It's far less than I thought, but it's still more looks than I would get in the US. So, but that's pretty par for the course. I'm thinking that a lot of that is connected to me being in one of the top 5 cities as far as size. They're not as surprised to see foreigners in the bigger cities. I think that the reaction of the native teachers in more rural areas is a bit more overt. So that probably has something to do with it. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. I haven't seen anything outside of Daejeon. I have been getting around a lot more, but I will be going to my orientation. Yes, orientation a month after I got here. Still going to orientation in another place nearer to Seoul. I can't remember where it is exactly. But so I'm gonna get out and see more of Korea. So hopefully I'll have more stuff to tell y'all next time. So I definitely could use your help on what it is that y'all are interested in. So if you could ask me questions or leave comments below or on Facebook, that would be great. I would also like it if you would like and subscribe to my videos because it makes me feel special. And yeah, I'd appreciate it. So until next time, bye family.